From the Classic 107 studios in downtown Winnipeg, 107 Live for Birchwood Jaguar, the art of performance.
Doom, ba-doom, 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 ba-doom.
Santa baby, just slip a sable under the tree for me. Been an awful good girl, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Oh yeah, Santa baby, a 54 convertible to light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Think of all the fun I've missed. Think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. Next year I could be just as good if you check off my Christmas list. Santa baby, I want a yacht, and really that's not a lot. Been an angel all year, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Yeah, Santa baby, one little thing that I really need, the deed to a platinum mine, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Oh yeah, Santa cutie, and fill my stocking with a duplex and checks. Sign your X on the line, Santa cutie, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Come and trim my Christmas tree with some decorations bought at Tiffany. I really do believe in you. Let's see if you believe in me. Santa baby, forgot to mention one little thing.
What?
A ring.
Oh.
I don't mean on the phone, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry, Santa, just hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry up, Santa, just hurry tonight.
On Winnipeg's Classic 107, you just heard the Snowtones, an outstanding performance. That was Jody Borley, Dan Peacegood, Bill Quinn, and on the solo, Sarah Klefstad. Thanks so much for coming by the studio, guys.
Hey, always a pleasure.
Oh, it's always a pleasure having you here. You've been here many a time at this point. And, I mean, I've listened to you guys. I've watched the videos on YouTube of being here in the studio. But to listen to it live, it's just something else. And I think people have to experience that. Like, it's just such a great sound. I'm just wondering, like, you're such consummate musicians. You've performed or have performed or continue to perform with many of the choirs here in town. I mean, like Polycoro and Renaissance Voices and the Winnipeg Singers and Camerata Nova and Kenzona, and I'm missing so many. So basically what I'm getting at here is you're already such busy musicians. What compels you to come together at this incredibly, not busy time of the year and add more work? What compels you to do that?
Well, I think we have fun together, and it's a different repertoire than we're doing with our other gigs, right? And so, we can go a long time without singing together, and for me anyway, it's always fun to get together. Because we all, all get along. We're not, in our own dressing rooms and talking to one another between shows.
Wait, we get dressing rooms?
Hey,
Only purple Smarties for me.
So it's always fun for us, I think.
Yeah, you're not demanding performers at all, right? Like purple Smarties,
For sure.
that's no big deal. And I mean, like, does it feel like you just pick up where you left off when this comes and rolls around and the Snowtones kind of, snow back together?
Snowball?
Snowball. I don't know. I was trying to come up with some sort of an analogy there.
The snowman coming together.
Yeah, I guess the challenge, because we're so busy doing other things, is getting together to learn new stuff. And so we're really happy to put together Santa Baby for this season. we'd always done bits of it when we've been caroling, but to really put some work into it. And we kind of debuted it last weekend with Valdine Anderson's choir.
Yeah.
She was a guest here last week.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And whenever we get together and learn new stuff, it's always fun too.
And it totally is fun, right? It's not just the singing, too. There's also, like, the banter. I don't know if Dan's playing Santa this time around or how that's all going to go down, but it's great. Like, it's so great to listen to it back and forth. You're not just singing concerts. You alluded to Esprit de Coeur, and I mean, we're going to get to the concert that is taking place on the 10th, but you also spread cheer by foot. Whose idea was that? Like, what was the thought behind that?
We all kind of did a bit of caroling outside of what we're doing together, but I guess our first real gig, or second, I guess it was our second gig together, was we were asked to do some caroling on Corden.
Yeah.
I had been in another quartet called the Four Calling Birds that did a more kind of traditional approach, and the person that we deal with at the Biz thought it would be time to do something a bit more contemporary, and so we said, you know what, we can learn some sort of hipper tunes and your classic holiday numbers, and that's what got us in there. And we've been doing that since we started. So this will be our 7th year doing singing in the shops and restaurants on Corden.
There's a lot of reason to already go to Corden, but I've been there. I've been having dinner when you guys have walked in, and the cheer is just awesome. Like, everybody turns and they're like, "Who is this? You know, who is singing at the door?" And then after that, I mean, people's like, it just makes dinner better, right? So I mean, it's such a cool part of what you do. One of the things that I've always wondered though is, I mean, it gets cold here. Have you ever been deterred? Like, there's got to be some kind of stories in terms of going in and out. Like, at least you're not with a guitar having to retune. That would be a nightmare.
Exactly.
Have you ever been deterred by the cold?
No, I mean, we're lucky on Corden,
Yeah.
right? Because you don't have to walk too far between places. So, I mean, if it was, a long slog, I think we might reconsider doing it every winter. But
There have been some very cold nights.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Very cold nights.
Yeah.
And the shots of Baileys that they hand out at some of the restaurants.
Yes,
To
always
us, that helps.
along.
Alcohol does help.
Restaurants are kind. That's really nice, you know. You're supposed to do that. The people who spread the Christmas cheer, right? You're supposed to offer them like food, drink, that kind of thing.
Well,
So
yeah, and then they get more tunes too, right?
that they do.
It works out well for everybody.
So there's a warm concert going on inside. That's this Sunday, December 10th. It's called the Christmas Celebration. What can you guys tell me about the show?
Well, we got some help from the Foundation for Choral Music in Manitoba to commission Tad Bernacki, who's the music director for the Royal Winnipeg Ballet, to do some orchestra charts for us of some holiday numbers, and we kind of test drove them with the Winnipeg Pops Orchestra last year, and the word got around, and so we're going to do a couple of those numbers with the Winnipeg Symphony this Sunday, and we're really excited.
Yeah, and I think audiences should be excited too. One of the neat things too about this show is that it's a collaborative show. There's a lot of different artists who are going to be there, and I know all of you being the collaborators that you are, what drives you to collaborate with other musicians in concert or just in performing together?
Well, I think variety is the spice of life, right? And
Yeah.
I think you reach more people if you do a variety of things. And for me anyway, I mean, I don't get to sing with the symphony that often, so it's
a nice
kind of
feeling.
fun. I don't know, but these people, you know. But, yeah, it's,
Only about once a year.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm kidding.
So I just want to thank you guys again for taking the time to come by here, the studio. You've been listening to the Snowtones here on Winnipeg's Classic 107. Before I ask them to do one more, I want to let you know that you can catch them in a Christmas celebration taking place at the Centennial Concert Hall this Sunday, December 10th at 2 p.m. For more information, you can head to wso.ca or classic107.com. Can I ask you guys to sing one more?
Yes.
Sure. Want to let us know?
Okay.
Sorry.
Gonna do a little thing before that, right?
Let it snow.
All right.
Do ba-do 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 ba-do.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home, slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbye. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home, all the way home, all the way home, I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbye. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Jody Borley, Sarah Klefstad, Dan Peasgood, and Bill Quinn together making up the Snowtones. Thanks very much, guys. That was
Thanks
really
for
outstanding.
having us.
You're very welcome.
Oh, and happy birthday.
Yes.
Hey, well, thank you very much. Oh, hold on, we got a pitch pipe going here.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Classic 107. Happy birthday to you.
The icing on the Classic 107 birthday cake. Guys, that was really awesome. The Snowtones in the studio.
From the Classic 107 studios in downtown Winnipeg, 107 Live for Birchwood Jaguar, the art of performance.